What's going on, guys? Dustin here with another Eaglemoss collection video from Star Trek, the official Starships line from Eaglemoss. And this is the Klingon Bird of Prey. This is the Dubrel class that was launched in the 23rd century with a 139 meters length and 6 decks. So basically, it's basically, a attack ship, a small but deadly ship. In this, display stand usage. Alright, so the specifications inside, which is actually used by the Klingon Defense Force, and it has 2 phaser disruptor cannons and 1 photon torpedo launcher. So let's move on. What I like about this is basically, high quality picture. It's like you open this up, you actually see the Klingon Bird of Prey. Basically, this is from Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. It's a classic Klingon ship that actually designed for stealth and aggression. Alright, so the best thing about these is that they remain in service for more than a century without any significant alterations to its exterior. And it's basically, this is actually the Klingon Bird of Prey Admiral Kirk used to visit the Earth in 1980s to rescue 2 humpback whales from a whaling ship and transport them to the 23rd century. Basically, same time period when this ship was produced. So this Bird of Prey actually has, cloaking devices and renders visible to the naked eye in its sensors. And this can actually enter, the planet's atmosphere and land on the surface. So its wings swing up to an upward position. So, yeah. And this is a heavily armed ship. So the single most powerful weapon is its photon torpedo launcher, which actually fit in the underside of the nose section. Let's move on. So the wing positions, normal cruising mode is actually, the ship's wings are extended, but when it lands, it actually goes to upward position, but when it decloaks and attacks, it goes to a downward position. Klingon vessels, actually, seen in the 22nd century, clearly predecessors to the late Bird of Prey. And this is actually, battle between Admiral Kirk and the captured Enterprise versus the Klingon Bird of Prey. And basically, when the Enterprise blew up, well, self-destructed, captured the Klingon ship and named it the HMS Botany Bay. Not the SS Botany Bay. And here's actually the profile of the top view and the side view. So basically, the cannons are phaser cannons are very much, there. It's actually right on the wingtips. Impulse engines actually generate orange glow that, it could be seen from the back of the ship. So, let's move on again. So, designing this, it presented challenges. One of the first Star Trek ships that was designed for, for the original TV series. So basically, an early version, you have the Romulan bird of prey right here, and this actually, looks like a much early variant. The bird of prey was actually, established and inspired from the D7 Katinga classes. Speaking of which, Katinga one, we're gonna keep a lookout for. Sorry if I stutter way too many times. So it was actually, Leonard Nimoy's idea for ship to, swoop like a bird. Have the wings move up and down. So filming it, the first version was a motorized practical model. Sorry about that little interruption. Promise it will never ever happen again. Leonard Nimoy was, director for Star Trek 3. He wants, this ship to be in The Search for Spock. Go off! Dang cat. So, let's move on again. Alright, so on screen, yes, it was seen in The Search for Spock. And basically, again, for the voyage home. And next issue we're going to keep a lookout for is the NX-01 Enterprise. And here it is. And let's take a look at our bird of prey. What is this dang cat doing? Alright, so here's a monolith. Should I take it out? Hold on, knife with me so you can actually, just in case for any tape, which is, there is none in any way, so alright, little display stand, and we're going to take this ship out carefully because you don't want to break off the Klingon. Oh, well. Alright, so here's the ship. Basically, very well designed. It's actually the first of the adversary ships, because you can't have all just Federation ships. You can just throw in some basically Klingons, Cardassians we'll see later on, Romulans, hopefully, Antholians, and other villain ships. And this is where actually the torpedoes will actually be fired. And here's where the phasers, in these ends right here is basically where the phasers are. And a little fair warning, these will snap off easily if if you play with them and if you hurt them, because they will break easily. So there's the back, that's where the impulse engines are, which actually gives off that nice orange glow. So let's take a look at the display stand. It's basically for many ships, you actually get a display stand with a unique serial number that you. And I forgot to say this in the Enterprise. I don't want to. Alright, we'll do it like this. Alright. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And instead of being in the center, it's actually right over here now. So put this here and find where the impulse engines is and just slide it on and make sure it's there. And there you go. Klingon D. The Klingon bird of prey. So yeah, mine. Yeah, so do I like the model? Yes. It's actually the first of the Klingon adversaries. And I'm well, they did paint the. I was about to say, I thought they didn't paint the inside of the torpedo launcher red, but it looks like they did. So yeah, so